My name's TTL, and I'm going to be going over my top 5 NFL plays for this NFL Sunday, September 15th, 2024. Thank you guys so much for all the support on my past few videos. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button. And guys, we have a beautiful NFL Sunday today. We had a beautiful day the other day. I just want to go ahead and mention these were straight from the Predictive Profits Betting Predictor, up 10.63 units yesterday, and I was able to put in $557 with a return of $1,500, $945 net profit. Absolutely beautiful day. We also hit a 10x, a 5 pick. It should have been a 6 pick, but Mitch Garver did not play. But beautiful, beautiful picks the other day. Absolutely crushing it. So join VIP for $20 a month to get the PrizePicks slips. Or if you're new to Predictive Profits, you get a 7-day free trial, and you can use code TTLCFB for half off your first month. Let's get into the picks, though. Absolutely love 5 of these picks. And I'm not going to do any fancy things like my today's pick screen. I'm leaving for Disney in just like 4 hours. I haven't slept yet. So I'm trying to get this out, take a nap, and then drive 8 hours to Disney for my daughter. But just want to say I do appreciate all the views though and all the support. And this NFL Sunday is going to be phenomenal. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we're looking at. So let me go ahead and pull it up on my second monitor. Now let's head over to Outlier so we can look at these plays. Click on props. And let's go ahead and take a look. So one of my top plays of the day is going to be Sam Darnold under 243.5 passing and rushing yards. Now I will say you can take his under on his 230.5 passing yards as well. I'm assuming people are taking the under. It says 43,000 people have taken the prop total. I'm assuming most of those are under because he's gone under in his last 5, and that's how people tend to work. They're like, oh my goodness, he went over or under in his last 5. But in this case, I do agree with that sentiment. I'm taking Sam Darnold under 243.5 passing and rushing, though. Loving this prop, and let's go ahead and take a look at Outlier at why I'm enjoying this prop. So we can actually see it's already on the main list right now. But Sam Darnold under 243.5, we can take a look. Over his last 10 games, he's went under in all 10. In 2024, he's played that one game versus the Giants, and he had 211 passing and rushing yards in that game. In 2023, he went under in every game in 2023 with an average of 31.2 and a median of negative 0.5. Now, um, that's pretty terrible, but obviously he's not going to get the full run. Like you can see when he's getting full run, he's getting 208 in the last game. We can see 211 last game. I do expect him to have 200-ish. I don't expect it to be a game where he's getting in the negatives or something, but definitely loving this position, especially in this matchup. They're 14th in passing yards allowed, allowing 214 per game, and they are third in rushing yards allowed, allowing 89.7 per game. So this is a great matchup for Sam Darnold to go under. Let's lock it in, and let's move on to play number 2. Our second play of the day is going to be Brock Purdy, and we're going to take his over on pass completions. I also do like his over on 240.5 passing yards, but the one that I personally locked in is Brock Purdy over 20.5 pass completions. And I am loving this prop today. Let's go ahead and take a look at the research behind this. Brock Purdy over 20.5 pass completions right here. So over his last 10 games, he's gone over in 4 of 10. In 2024, he actually went under in his first game of the season versus the Jets. He had 19 pass completions in that game. And in 2023, he went over in 42%, 8 of 19. In away games, he went over in 3 of 9, 33%. So when you first see this play, it's like, why would you want to take the over? But then you look at the Vikings and you look at the matchup. So Minnesota passing completions defense. They are 26th of 32 in passing attempts against, allowing 36 passing attempts, and they are 32nd dead last in passing completion percentage versus passing attempts. So 70% of passing attempts are passing completions. So I'm absolutely loving that rate. If they're allowing 36, 37 passing attempts, and he can get 70% of those to actually be completions, this should be an easy cash. So let's go ahead and lock this in for Brock Purdy over 20.5 pass completions. And let's move on to our third play of the day, which is going to be Kirk Cousins. And I know this one doesn't start until Monday, but I am loving this play today. And we're going to take his over 33.5 passing attempts. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Kirk Cousins over 33.5 passing attempts. And we can see in 2024, he has gone under in his one game this season with 26. In 2023, he went over in 5 of 8 games with a 38.88 passing attempts per game average and a 44 passing attempts median. So he's passing the ball a ton. And when we look at who he's against, they are dead last for passing attempts against them, allowing almost 39 passing attempts per game. So Kirk Cousins should be able to get over this 33.5 mark fairly easily. I'm loving it. Let's lock it in and let's move on to our fourth play of the day. Our fourth play is going to be Darius Slayton, and we're going to take his over 26.5 receiving yards. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats. Darius Slayton, over 26.5. Over his last 10 games, he's gone over this in 6 of 10. The one game this season, he barely missed by 0.5. He had 26 receiving yards. In 2023, he went over in his last 4 games in a row last season, and he had a median of 35 receiving yards with an average of 45.29. This is a great matchup versus Washington today. They're ranked dead last in receiving yards allowed, allowing 272 receiving yards per game. And versus wide receivers, they are dead last as well, allowing 187 receiving yards allowed per game to wide receivers. So this is a great matchup for Slayton. He should easily be able to go over that 26.5 number. And let's move on to our fifth and final play of the day. I have 2. I can play either one of them. We're going to go with Andre. So let's go ahead and pull him up. Under 37.5 receiving yards. I had 2 plays. There's actually 3 or 4 plays that I'm thinking about, but I had 2 in mind. And we're just going to go with this one. Under 37.5 receiving yards. And let's go ahead and search him up on Outlier and pull it up. So over his last 10, he went under in all 10. In 2023, he went under in 16 of 16. And in this season, he's gone under in the one game he played. He had 26 receiving yards. He's versus the Chiefs today, who are 4th in the league for least amount of receiving yards allowed per game, allowing 197 receiving yards per game. Absolutely loving the under here. He's never gone under it. He's never gone over it yet in all season, last season, and in this season thus far, even though it's just one game. But I'm loving this matchup for him to go under. Let's lock it in, and that's going to be my 5th and final play of the day, guys. So, again, we have Sam Darnold under 243.5 passing and rushing, Brock Purdy over 20.5 pass completions, Kirk Cousins over 33.5 pass attempts, Darius Slayton over 26.5 receiving yards, and then Andre under 37.5 receiving yards. Those are my 5 plays of the day, guys. If you're new to PrizePicks or UnderDog, use code TTL. You'll get a free $50 on PrizePicks and a deposit bonus up to $1,000 on UnderDog. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video.